In the previous lesson, we have made a simple rectangle using the line tool, and we have used the simple Cartesian coordinate system, and we have also used the direct distance entry method and the relative coordinate system. So we have used multiple different methods to make the same rectangle. And now in this lesson, I will tell you about making lines which are inclined to certain angles. And for that, we need polar coordinates. So let's say that we want to make a simple line which is inclined to an angle of 30 degree with a length of 5 unit. So there are a couple of methods for doing that as well, but we will use the simple polar coordinate method in this lesson. So let's start the line tool again. Click anywhere in the drawing area. And now, as I told you, that we need to make a line inclined to an angle of 30 degrees. For that, type this angle sign. Now this angle sign will be available on your keyboard right beside the M key. So type this angle sign and now type the angle which you want this line to restrict in, and then press enter. So now move your cursor and you'll notice that this line will be restricted to an angle of 30 degrees. Now you need to simply enter the length, and which is 5 in this case, and press enter again to exit this command. And here we have it, the line of length 5 units which is inclined to an angle of 30 degrees with respect to the positive side of x-axis. Now there are also some other ways of making the same line. So I'll select the line tool again, click at any point here, and now if you want to make this line directly using a single command, then type at, and as you know that we have used the at symbol in the previous lesson also, so that will add a relative coordinate system. Now enter the length, which is 5, and now type angle sign and enter 30. So this will be the angle. So the normal syntax of this command is at length of line, angle sign, and then angle value. And now press enter and press enter again, and we have this line directly using a single command. So in this way you can use both of these methods for making this line. And although this method, the second method, will be a little bit intimidating to you for now, but you will find it a lot easier when you'll become comfortable with some of the AutoCAD tools. So if you want, you can follow any of these methods for now. So let's erase these lines. And now let's make a few more lines. So I'll go to this line command, click at any point here, and now I'll make another line which is inclined to an angle of 45 degrees. So let's type at, and the length of line should be 5. So type at 5 and angle sign 45. Press enter, and here we have it. Now let's make another line which starts from the same point, but this time it should be inclined to an angle of minus 60 degrees. So let's type at 5, the length of line, angle sign, minus 60, and since we are entering a negative value of angle, the line should be made in this lower direction. So let's press enter, and yes, we have this line in this lower direction. You can also use a positive value, or you can also use 300 degrees for making the same line. So that will be 180 degrees plus the additional angle that will make 120 degree here, and that will be this minus 60 degrees angle. So this was all about using different distance entry methods in AutoCAD and making line with that. And from the next lesson, we'll start making some of the other simple geometries in AutoCAD.